Let's take a look at how to create a frequency table. First off, we have on the left-hand column the grades of 15 students in my class, listed as their letter or final posting grade. We are going to summarize this in a frequency table, indicating how many students got an A, B, C, D, or F. The first column, or the frequency column, just tallies up the number of students that fall into each category, or a count. So I can go through and I can count how many students received an A, a B, a C, and a D. Now there are not that many data points, so counting is not that difficult. I'll go through and count 1, 2, 3 students received an A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 students a B. 1, 2, 3, 4 students a C. 2 students a D. And thankfully in this class nobody failed or received an F. You can always do a quick double check and add up your frequency values. In fact, you're going to have to do this for your relative frequency column anyway, so you might as well take a quick moment and just add up 3 plus 6 plus 4 plus 2 and double check that that's equal to 15. That's good because I have 15 data points. I'll go ahead and jot that down to remind myself. I now have what's called the frequency, or the number of individuals that fall into each category. Next, I want the relative frequency, or the percentage. To do this, we're going to divide the frequency by the total. Now, relative frequency can actually be represented in two different methods. The first, 3 divided by 15, is 0.2. So we can represent this as 0.2 or 20%. Both are equally acceptable. Please pay attention to your individual assignment in terms of whether they would like it presented as a decimal or a percentage. Remember, to convert a decimal to a percentage, you may either multiply the decimal times 100 or slide the decimal point from where it is in the decimal 2 places to the right. Clearing out the calculator, we'll go ahead and find the B. 6 divided by 15 is 0.4 or 40%. 4 divided by 15 is 0.26667 or about 27%. Again, paying careful attention to how your program or your homework assignment asks you to round. It should be pretty specific in terms of the nearest tenth, hundredth, percentage, or whatever. Lastly, 2 divided by 15 is 13.33%. And 0, I don't have to use a calculator. That's going to turn out to be 0 or 0%. If you'd like a quick check, you may add up your percentages. They should sum to 100, or your decimals should sum to 1. Please note, if you get something very close, such as 0.99 or 1.001, do not be alarmed. That's a function of rounding error and isn't something to be concerned about. Last, we will look at the cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency looks at the frequency in that particular class or above. Because there is no class above the first class value, the cumulative and the frequency values are the same, in this case 3. Looking at the B level, starting at the B class and looking above, we add these two values together. 6 plus 3 is 9. That tells us that 9 people scored a B or higher in this course. C level, we start at that class and add every single class above. 4 plus 6 plus 3 is 13. 13 people scored a B, C or above. For D or above, starting at the D level and adding up, we have 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 3 is 15. Lastly, for the F class, adding F and above, because there is nobody in that last class, we do not actually add any new values, so the solution is the same. It is important to fill this in, though, so we can see exactly how many people scored an F or above. Please note when you are filling this into a homework program, although I have showed the work here or what I am adding, you do not want to input that into a homework program. Instead, you merely put the solution, 3, 9, 13, 15, 15.